Being a dentist is 50% awesome, 50% annoying, and 100% exhausting. This is Paul, Dr. Nacho Goodman. I may not know how math works, but I definitely know what it feels like to be a dentist. And on Talking Nachos, we are bringing you people to help you do the three things we stand for at Dental Nachos: increase success, decrease stress, and most of all, reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside a day. This is the cry inside monster where us dentists have to keep our crying. We keep our sweating on the outside, our crying on the inside. And I have two amazing guests with me today that will help you smile more, cry less. My first guest does one of my favorite things in the dentisting world. Brad from Dental Warranty, an awesome sponsor of the group, supporter of the group. But Brad, let's just say someone's popping by for the very first time and has never heard of Dental Warranty. What do you guys do to help dentists decrease stress?
Well, we partner with doctors to really enhance the way they stand behind their dental treatment. Doctors do great work, but life happens. So think of Apple Care for teeth. So we provide a 6-year nationwide warranty on restorative and cosmetic dentistry.
And once I heard about this, I said, we have to do this. But I have an amazing team member, Kate, one of my best friends, practice care coordinator. And I tend to be, people call me too nice, believe everybody, gullible. It sounds not so nice the way they say it. People like my wife and Kate say this. So I said, hey, Kate, do the demo with Dental Warranty. And if you can find one problem, we are not going to use it. And Kate's brain lit up, Brad, because she loves to find problems. She can find problems.
She's good. She's good.
And she did the demo and she said, Paul, I am very upset. I couldn't find one problem. And we've been using Dental Warranty to help our patients for over a year. I think I don't know if you have our current stats, but I think it's over $750,000 of dental care we have a protection plan on. So break it down for dentists. Patient comes in for a crown, costs $1,800. How would you tell that team member to talk about Dental Warranty to their patient?
It's real simple. We coach teams on how to best present this, but it's presented as a value add and a benefit for being part of the practice. So officers will say, hey, Mr. Patient, here's the crown the doctor recommends. We do a fantastic job here at our practice. We predict this work to last a very long time. In fact, we provide a 6-year nationwide protection plan on this. Heaven forbid you have an accident, you bite on a popcorn kernel, or even get decay. We've got your back here and wherever you go. This is what your dental insurance is going to save, and here's your portion that includes your coverage for today. So it's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, dentists, what do? They complicate everything and look on the negative side of everything. It's not easy. We went to dental school. We became professionally weird, right? We're always looking for what's wrong. And to me, everything is right about Dental Warranty because I've been sitting, Brad, with Kate in 2009. A patient's down there. My assistant said their crown's out. It's done 3 years ago. They had a root canal. They broke it off. Also, patients, what do? They lie. They go, I didn't bite on anything hard. I said, a Jolly Rancher is hard, right? So you guys come in to save the day and allow them to have it covered. Or if they decline the dental warranty in our practice, then the replacement cost is on them. Just like someone, there's a person I know who's had their phone in a bowl of rice, drying it out after a late night out. That person was me, and I was too cheap to get the protection plan for my phone. But you know what I didn't do, Brad? And this is sort of my goal in life now as I get into my mid-40s. I'm very centered. I'd like people to yell at me less, right? I'm 45 years old, restaurant server, dentist. I run a group for dentists. They're not easy. So I do everything in my power to be yelled at less, and Dental Warranty does that. If people are watching at home, what's the process of getting started?
It's really pretty simple. I can jump on a call with the practice, go over how the program works, how to best utilize this as a tool for marketing, getting patients in the door, help with case acceptance and additional revenue. So this is something the patient buys from the practice. The practice gets a portion of this as well. And then we of course, take on the administrative side and back it and track it for the practice. So it's pretty simple. It's like a 45-minute training. We provide all the tracking and resources, and then they're off to the races.
Awesome. I mean, please tag Kate, because I always like a good chance to say, I told you so, Nacho team, and say, oh, what was the problem that you found? And now it's just part of our normal systems. I mean, I train our team on how to talk about things like insurance as a coupon. And we simply say, hey, Brad, a crown in our office is $1,800, not our real cost. Nobody yelled, that's too expensive, too cheap. Dentists don't like that either. So, hey, Brad, the crown is $1,800, comes with a 6-year protection plan, means if you get a cavity, if it breaks, replace it, no cost. Or if you do not want the protection plan, it's $1,600. But if something happens, you're responsible for replacing it in full. Which one sounds best to you? And shocker, Brad, most people are picking the protection plan when we have this literal 5-sentence conversation. I do at some point want to only really offer it through the protection plan, especially for larger cases. But to coach my team along, people don't, I learned from my business coach, people don't argue with their own decisions. And our patients have found dental warranty to be awesome. So anything I missed, Brad, about dental warranty before we wrap up?
No, I think you did a pretty great job. I think if the patients aren't asking how long is this going to last, what happens if it breaks, all the what ifs. If they're not asking it, they're thinking it. So by proactively talking about this, we found that more patients are saying yes to treatment when they know that their investment is protected.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and it will help you. Dental warranty will help people yell at you less. That's my new catchphrase. It's all I care. Money, irrelevant. Fame, also irrelevant. I just want people to yell at me less, Brad. So thank you for helping me do that through dental warranty. Can't wait to see you in Philly next week. People can text warranty to 215-543-6454 to get Nacho TLC from our sponsor. But if they want to reach out to you directly, Brad, how would they do that?
You can go to go.dentalwarrantycorp.com/nachos.
Awesome. And this text code seems very, very simple here too. So you guys can also just text warranty to 215-543-6454. Thanks so much, Brad. Have a great rest of the day. Hang around for a few minutes while we talk to Allison.
Sounds great.
Okay, so my next guest here brings the fun to what we do. Instagram is an amazing tool to share our awesomeness. So while dental warranty protects us against catastrophe, Allison is an amazing dentisting human that brings the fun and excitement. And she's given me gifts over the years. I still have that dark and I drank it, but the dark and stormy that you brought. But Allison, before we talk to you about your company, just so we can all be jealous, where are you sitting today?
I am in Bermuda, on the island of Bermuda. Yeah.
How is the weather there? Oh, perfect. I got it, right?
Yeah.
So what inspired you to create what you do with Instagram and give our audience, kind of orient them as to what you do in your daily life to help dentists?
Yeah, so I was a dental office manager for 5 years in Bermuda, and we actually started the very first Instagram page on the island. And we started getting a lot of patients coming into the practice, a lot of questions that patients had for us on social media. So I realized as an office manager that this was such a powerful way to educate our patients, help them know more about us, connect with them, and help them make a decision to come to us about things that maybe they just didn't otherwise know. And so when it came to Invisalign specifically and clear aligners, we ran promotions that, on social media alone brought in hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so that really catapulted my, method of teaching other practices how to do this. And so I was teaching practices one-on-one how to learn about utilizing social media for their practice. But I realized I was saying the same thing again and again. And I was like, we need to make a course for this. So that's why I created Instagram University.
I love that. One of my phrases, everything that matters needs a system and everything matters. One of the things I want to highlight that frustrates me about dentists a little bit, and my own amazing dad, who was an awesome mentor, awesome friend. We worked together for 11 years, sadly passed away a few years ago, but just a fantastic dad. But I said to him, Allison, in 2011, that we should do a direct mailer, right? I said, we have me and my brother, we have me, we have you. It's 2011. He said, I never read those things. And I say, you know what, Dad? I don't care. You're not our core demographic. I said, people will read them who have tooth problems. So we did one, and he was so surprised. And he always admitted when he was not right at the time, because we brought in all these amazing patients for implants. And what was even more magical about that, Allison, is people were complimenting him about this mailer. Oh, I see your son's joined you. You do implants. So he totally was wrong to think of himself as a customer. Now with Instagram, I say to people, hey, start an Instagram account. They go, I never use that Instagram. I say, I know crazy 57-year-old dentist, but your patients use it. So maybe could you talk to the dentist who says, I don't use Instagram very much, except maybe to look at my grandkids' pictures. Are my patients using it? Is that something they need to pay attention to?
Oh my gosh, yes. I love that question so much, because this is actually something that people tell me all the time. But we have 1 billion users on Instagram, and it increases every single year. And when we look at the statistics of how people are making decisions, purchasing, whatever it is that they're purchasing, a lot of that influence is coming from social media, and it's just growing more and more. And so when we look at our kind of target audience, like our millennial moms who are making decisions for their household, for their parents, for their children, they're on Instagram all the time, learning about healthcare providers, learning about airway, learning about orthodontics, learning about the options to get a filling done. So they're learning on social media. And so if we don't provide them with that option to know about us as a practice, we're going to be seen as out of date, out of fashion. And I always ask this when I'm lecturing. I'm like, what do you guys think if you see a practice that has no social media, or the last time they posted was like 2019? They're like outdated, old fashioned, has carpet in their operatory basically. And so we want to help doctors stay relevant and have the patient be able to see and feel what type of practice that they're going to go into even before they make the decision to go. And so it's a really powerful visual platform that really educates our patients on who we are, what we do, and why they should choose us.
I absolutely love that. And I think it's just such a key term. And what dentists, they're spectacularly cheap, Allison. They have a disease called dentistine cheap. So one of the things that they like about Instagram is, while this doesn't fit all the time using, but starting to use it is no cost at all. It's just starting to create accounts and share your story. I know you help people with ads and things like that, but now tell us, like Brad's company, how do people get started with you? If they say, hey, I'm going to have my office manager take your course, I'm going to have my associate take your course, I'll sign up for your course. Tell us about the course and how they can get started.
Yeah, so you can go to yourclearalinercoach.com/Instagram University, and they'll actually get 10% off with the code Dental Nachos Rock. And awesome. Really, they just get logged in. They will have video training. So if you were like, I don't even know how to use Instagram, there's video training to walk you through everything. And then there's 2 live coaching calls a month that your office manager, that your entire team can come into, ask questions, learn about the newest and latest things that are happening on Instagram, and start to feel really comfortable doing it yourself. Because there is a strategy to it. And you're right, it doesn't have to be expensive, but just learning about how to be effective on the platform can go a long way.
And the thing that I also want to add, and it's why we had Studio 88, awesome sponsor, do our website recently, and we're really proud of that, because the thing that I'll share as a business owner is that this is also stuff that your future team might see. So when you're looking to hire, which is really difficult, when people see your presence online, whether it's a website or social media, and they see the fun of your office and what you do, it starts to develop a relationship with them. And while some dentists might say, I don't need 100 new patients next month, but they need a dental assistant, they need a dental hygienist, they want their associate to feel good. And the other thing I also share is, whether your account has 100 followers, 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, you can tell your own patients about new things. Like, you have a new associate, and then people see it in your Instagram story. So it's an easy way to do that. So I love what you're doing. You make it easy, you make it affordable. Is there anything that I missed about what you do that you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah, I would just say, if you feel like this is kind of like a daunting task or you're not sure about it, just start to learn, and it becomes easy. And the other thing is, I don't think it's going away. I think it's the new way that we communicate, and I think it's going to be so important to have that as your digital presence. So, and
I love, Allison, I always say, also dentists, I was just saying, your practice is like a child. I would say a dental practice is like a 4-year-old child that never grows up. I have a 4-year-old, part's awesome, part annoying, part exhausting, just like I said. So you also can just show how proud you are of what you do. So it just has this amazing thing when it comes from marketing, morale, making more money, having more fun. So I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate you creating a Nacho code as a sponsor. And we look forward to seeing you on here again.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, guys. Well, Talking Nachos was a great episode. Thanks, Allison, for being on here. And Brad, you can text IG to 215-543-6454, and we'll see you guys next time.